This should be a simple video. Bosch is the manufacturer of Thermador dishwashers. They're produced in the same factory in New Bern, North Carolina, except for one popular Bosch dishwasher, which is still made in Germany. Which is better and what should you buy? That's a much more difficult question to answer. In fact, it is more difficult than it should be. In this video, you'll learn when to buy either in two dramatically different yet common scenarios. You'll find yourself in one of these situations. We'll review two of the most common dishwashers in two different price categories, because Thermador only has two different models, then offer different suggestions. Bosch is part of the BSH company, a German multinational. They first became quiet in the early 1990s with a quiet, affordable dishwasher. Back then, quiet wasn't a feature. They operate the largest dishwasher manufacturing facility in North Carolina and have significant manufacturing throughout the US. Bosch has been hit pretty hard by the pandemic of 2020 and now the component crisis of 2021 and 2022. They once manufactured 114 models, now it's only 52, which is still about 45 more than most other brands. Bosch has a few series like 100, the 300, 500, 800, 800 Plus, and the Benchmark. They vary in features and escalate in price. However, the step in series does not always make sense, and you shouldn't always buy the best series. Thermador was the original American premium manufacturer. They were bought by Bosch in the 1990s. Bosch spent a fortune in re-establishing Thermador's core lineup of cooking, namely Pro Ranges and wall ovens. Other products were shuttered, like the dishwasher, which weren't very good anyway. Now they're made in a Bosch factory. Bosch has curtailed Thermador's models from 7 to 2, the Sapphire and the Emerald. About 15 years ago, Thermador launched the landmark 1-2 free program. Buy a qualifying cooking like a Pro Range or a cooktop and wall oven and receive a free dishwasher. That's pretty compelling. Free is good, usually. In this video, you'll see a comparison between the Bosch 800 series versus the Thermador Emerald and the Bosch Benchmark versus the Thermador Sapphire. Here's what they have in common. Rackmatic racks. I love the ambiguous trade name, but the racks are 9-positioned to move the top rack up, down, or either side to accommodate the most dishes either on the top or bottom rack. It's the same washing system. Bosch features the two arms under the baskets and a sprinkler head on the top. Both have stainless steel tubs. Bosch was the first with stainless steel, but now pretty much every premium manufacturer has one, including Thermador. Bosch sensors detect leaks and shut the dishwasher off. So how do they differ? Thermador has Wi-Fi, allowing you to control the dishwasher from their Home Connect app. It will even text you when the cycle is completed. Bosch has way more. Then again, Thermador has most of the ones you use, like pots and pans and normal. Both have a third rack. The Bosch My Way has room to hold more. Bosch is 42 decibels, so it's virtually noiseless. Thermador is 48 decibels. You'll be able to hear the Thermador. It's 4 decibels higher than the 44 decibel standard. Thermador is regular condensation drying. The drying cycle uses the heat from the wash to jet dry in time. Bosch, however, has the best drying with crystal dry and auto air and employs zeolite, a volcanic element, to increase heat and absorb moisture to dry even less dense items like plastics. Auto air opens the door at the end of the cycle to release heat and steam. It does work based on our tests. It seems like a slam dunk for Bosch with better third rack, crystal drying, and quietness. However, when you buy a Thermador range, the rebate effectively reduces the Thermador to 0, which is a pretty good price. It's also good if you're a builder or flipping your house because you have the perceived benefit of a premium name, Thermador. A good option is to spend the $13.99 1-2 free rebate on another Thermador product you might need, like a steam oven or microwave drawer, and buy the Bosch dishwasher $13.99 or even a lesser but more featured series. Here's what they have in common. They have all the same features as we previously mentioned, plus they both operate on the Bosch Home Connect system. It's pretty highly rated as well. Both Thermador and Bosch have endless amounts of cycles. They have the same expanded third rack. So how do they differ? Bosch is made in Germany. The Thermador, although similar looking, is made in the US. Bosch Benchmark has the TFT digital display with 7 wash programs and 7 wash options. Thermador has the crystal dry, but they call it star dry. whereas Bosch does not have that feature on this dishwasher. Yes, they had it on the last dishwasher, which was $800 cheaper. In many ways, the Thermador in this comparison is similar to the Bosch in the last comparison. It does add Wi-Fi as an added benefit. However, like in the last comparison, you may want to spend that rebate on another Thermador product in a package if possible, and buy a lesser Bosch between $8.99 and $13.99 for a solid but cheaper dishwasher. You're buying the same brand, sort of. Buying a Thermador dishwasher at $0 is appealing, especially if you're a builder just flipping your house and need a new dishwasher. However, the better features are in the Bosch line, ironically, except for the Bosch benchmark made in Germany. The Thermador rebate is the key in this comparison. You may want to use the Thermador rebate on another product like a speed oven or a microwave drawer and buy the similar Bosch dishwasher for less. But if you're just buying a dishwasher, then Thermador is probably not your best option. Bosch has better features at lower prices throughout their line, except for their best model. Click the link to download our free dishwasher buying guide for more in-depth details about both Bosch, Thermador, as well as other comparable brands. Almost 1 million people have read a guide. Thanks for watching.